All right, we're back in the studio.
Been a while.
I know, mate. Hey, how you been? What's been happening?
Been globetrotting, mate, haven't we?
Yeah.
Vegas, back.
Yeah.
And just settled back in, really.
Yeah.
It's been a wild couple of weeks, really.
Yeah. Apparently we got spotted a couple of times pit side at CJI, mate.
Yeah, I'm a big fucking melon, mate. That's what it was.
Some good shots, mate. And we, just by pure luck, ended up sitting next to some random guy called John.
Yeah, John McPhee, the legend.
Yeah, turns out he's a somebody in the States.
Yeah, mate. Everyone, everyone was coming up saying all right to him, weren't they?
Yeah.
It's Sheriff of Baghdad, mate.
That's it.
Have you listened to his podcast yet?
Bits of it.
On Joe Rogan's?
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
listened
really
to
good.
the one that he did before that with the SEAL guy.
I've not listened to that. Is it good?
Yeah. It's I think it's arguably better because it was the one that Rogan was like, Rogan watched it,
And then
got him on and was referencing it quite a lot.
All right, okay.
Mate, it's mad because obviously he came over, we're at pit side. I'm nervous as fuck anyway because I hate being like front and centre.
I'll just soak it up, mate.
Yeah. And I was waiting to see who came next to us, and some like old dude just come by. Hi, I'm John. Nice to meet you. I had no clue who he was. Sits down, like you say, like people just kept coming over. And now I've watched the podcast, man. I'm like, Jesus Christ, the guy's a maniac.
Yeah,
But he's
and
so
what's,
nice,
What's really
though.
funny as well is like I think I didn't know who he was, but we were just chatting jiu-jitsu
Yeah.
and we was getting on really well.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
just like a really sound bloke to me.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, oh yeah, get on with him. It's nice. And then he he kind of dropped that he was the Sheriff of Baghdad at one point in the conversation. I kind of like brushed it off. I was like, oh, cool, mate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then I recognized the other guy as well.
Yeah.
Spencer.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, like, and again, it turns out he's matey off the hills and he's like stupidly famous,
Yeah.
whatever else. And it's just, yeah, it was funny. It was a real cool experience, mate.
Yeah. What do you think of the event?
Yeah, it was good. First day was shite. Second day was like really good. Second day was like 10 times better, mate.
Yeah.
But do you know what annoys me? Like, he had to give them all like a 50 grand bonus when they're like fighting for a meal. I understand it, but at the same time, it's like, it's an opportunity in it. Some of those people only fought once.
Yeah.
For 6 or for 8 minutes. Like, just send it.
Yeah. I just think, like, before the event, I was really excited about the quintet format, but like, evidently now it maybe wasn't the best format because
They should have done weight classes, mate.
Yeah.
They should have just kept to the weight classes like Ayuga did. And Ayuga was class.
Yeah.
So if they had just kept to that, it would have been even better. You know, because I would have liked to have seen like Owen Jones, you know, fight all the lads is same weight, you know, and like it was like in your head it's like, oh yeah, him fighting Kanan. Oh, is it going to be good? Could he catch him? Realistically, it's just the weight, mate. Kind of massive, mate. Like,
I know.
It's just, and again, it makes for a shit matchup a lot of the time because, like, when we spoke to Declan after, I spoke to Declan up at the top, and he was saying, like, when he was fighting Ethan, he was like, just like it's so hard to pass their guard because they just like curl up in a little ball. There's no space, and you can't like open them out. So he's like, it just frustrates them. So it just makes for a shit matchup for both people.
Yeah.
Because it's such a big size and weight gap. It's just like they're good obviously with their guards and they can curl up in a ball and invert and whatever else, but realistically they're not trying to catch him with anything. They're just trying to survive. And at that level of jiu-jitsu, most people can survive, can they?
Yeah.
They're that good. They can just survive. You know what I mean? So yeah, it kind of ruined it a little bit. I would like to see Declan like against some of the big boys. He's on a tear, isn't he? Like,
Yeah.
I would have liked to. He could have like made a bit of a name for himself.
Well,
I
I'd
think,
love to have seen the rematch against Kynan. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Kynan
Yeah,
catching him
exactly.
with a fucking front headlock today. You know what I mean? This time.
No, that's what I mean. And it's like, I think it's just a missed opportunity for some of them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, hopefully, if they do it again, like the next one, they could do it in the same format. But I think they just do weight classes. But I think they'll just go back to the original if they do it again.
Yeah.
You think?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think just, as they did before, just like weight divisions. Like maybe broad weight divisions like we had last time. But yeah, I think 66 against like heavyweights is just,
Yeah, bit shit.
Yeah. What was your thoughts on Taylor against Bodoni?
Trying to get me in trouble, weren't you?
Yeah.
Straight away. I joked about it with Bodoni and he didn't appreciate it.
No, mate. I was
yeah,
like, I can't believe you just said that to him.
Yeah.
He was like, what's up? He was just like, come on, fuck off.
Yeah, nah, it was funny, but he knows it was a joke.
Yeah, I think the thing, because we obviously had a conversation about it in the casino afterwards, but I think clearly, like, I think we obviously interviewed Bodoni. He seems like definitely a stand-up guy.
Yeah, he's really nice,
Definitely from that reaction to you when you commented, clearly he didn't tap. Like, no way did he tap. But that doesn't mean that if he continued to go, whether his leg would have broken and then he would have tapped. So I think that's the debate, and that's kind of what you were saying before, right?
Yeah, I was just saying from Taylor's reap when he come over, like that ratchet's tighter as you move. So like he had his heel locked in, and I'm not saying I don't actually think Bodoni did tap at that time, but another 10 seconds, 5 seconds, Taylor's just going to rip it. Is he good? Like we was having this argument of like, yeah, he trains the best leg lockers in the world. He's a really good leg locker himself. But if you put anyone in that position and be like, right, I've got your heel, start from here. That someone like Taylor as well, who's literally probably top 5 best leg lockers in the world, would you say?
Definitely up there, I think.
Like, is he not gonna finish that? I would have been so surprised if he had not finished that from that position. That's all I'm saying. Like whether you tap then or maybe tap in 10 seconds, like he was so far deep into the entanglement, I don't see him getting out. That was it. And we was having a full argument about this, and I was like, I'll show you.
Get upstairs in the room.
I was like, I'll show you. I'll put you in it and see if you get out of it. And, but it's like Taylor finished everyone like trials with that sort of stuff, and yeah, it's just, and it's a shame because it would have been good for Taylor and just good for the whole event if it wasn't controversial. Yeah, you know what I mean? If it just waited that little bit longer, but at the same time I see why. Like when I first watched it, I thought he tapped. Like we were right behind it. Like I was like, he's fucking tapped, right? But when you watch it back, you can see he's like kind of posting, and that's all it was. He like kind of posted his hand. But it is difficult. It is difficult. Gio's, mate, by the way. Gio's was definitely a tap. You don't do that.
Yeah, but
you don't do that. Whether he contacted,
yeah,
because you got to remember as well, he's tapping behind him, so he doesn't know exactly where his leg is.
Yeah.
So even if you're gesturing 3 times, like regardless, that was a completely different situation.
Yeah, 100%. Like that was different because he literally didn't tap. Like literally didn't tap. He didn't touch him. You could see it from the side angle, but you're just right. He gestured
to tap,
and you might be right. He was like looking for it.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It's like he doesn't know exactly where his leg is, but I know you wouldn't do that unless you wanted to tap. And as well, like it was fully locked in, mate. It was fully locked in. Like the referees can't take a chance on that. You know, if they take a chance on that, they broke their leg and maybe ended his career. Well, even though it was the end of his career, but you know what I mean? You don't want serious injury, and the ref then is in trouble.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I don't know. The whole situation, mate, was a bit. It was fun. It was controversy.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for both of them, though. I feel sorry for Bodoni because he, you speak to him now. He's adamant he wouldn't tap.
Yeah.
He didn't tap.
Yeah.
And then Taylor, it's kind of like.
Well, it's
taken away his glory a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You know? He's still done it, but.
Yeah.
It's taken away his glory a little bit.
Yeah, I think Taylor's just so nice. Like a hint of a tap, like he's letting go. You know what I mean? It's a shame because if he just hung on to it, like you say, he could have maybe got a genuine clear win. You know what I mean? But but I think because the first day was quite flat, it kind of those two things made for like a little bit of action.
Yeah.
And then the second day was much better, especially with obviously the final and stuff. It was a really good atmosphere, and the event, like fair play to Seth and Craig and the team because the event was like really well run.
Oh, it was amazing.
You know what I mean? And it was a great atmosphere when we were there.
Yeah, and they done so well, and like, I think like the way they set it up, and I think what they offer people is like huge. Like nothing else really rivals it.
Yeah.
And hopefully they do it again because it'll be. It was so good.
Yeah. What did you make of Vegas as a city?
It's fucking it's cool. It's weird but cool. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive. Anyone planning to go there, like. Save your pennies. It's expensive.
Well, I think the ADCC Worlds next year, it's in Poland now, isn't it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, so they fucked off Vegas, mate. I'm tempted. I know I said I wouldn't go on a big trip again, but I'm tempted to do that.
Yeah, Poland would be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Poland's great.
Yeah.
I'd go to Poland.
Yeah, I think we should look at that, mate.
Yeah, I think Poland will be... I think it's good. I think they should move it around. I think they should genuinely move it around. I think they should move it around. I think it's good for everyone. It's like... It's like the fucking Olympics, isn't it? They move it every time, and it gives gives other people to showcase what they're about.
Yeah, I think hopefully if Poland's a success, which I'm sure it will be, they'll keep it on the road then, mate. So that'd be cool. Might see it back in the UK at some point. You never know.
Back in Nottingham.
Yeah.
No, but they could though, and I think that's better for the sport. I think it's better for like everyone, really. Like again, Vegas is great, but like I said, it's so expensive. They price probably so many people out of actually watching the event because of the price of going there. You know what I mean? Like we got ripped off every chance you could get going to Vegas.
Mate, even the hotel, mate, with the security deposit they just never gave back.
Yeah, they were like, it's $400 deposit, and you get all of that back. And then we got lucky, and they just didn't give it back. Yeah, and then I've emailed them, and it's like nothing. Yeah, like they're like, no, sorry, it's in your contract that you would lose that deposit. And I'm like, the woman at the desk told us, like, so they got $800 out of us for nothing. Yeah,
well, it was the resort fees, wasn't it? So I think $100 was the security deposit, and $300 was the resort fees, and she just lumped it together as 400 and said, we'll get it back.
Yeah, it's fucking mental, mate. It is mental. You're just fucking shit scared to touch anything. In the room, yeah.
Oh, mate, yeah.
Pick up a bag of peanuts, $65.
Yeah, just in case you don't know, when you stay in Vegas, the fridges and they're kind of like the display of food that's there is weighted. So if you even move it, they charge you a fee to put it back, and it's like $65. $65,
right? Yeah. It says on the ticket, if you move this, it's $65. You might as well fucking eat it.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it would be if you had it. $100. Maybe.
Yeah, but they'd probably charge you for putting it back, and then
the price.
Yeah, so it probably would be $100, mate, for a packet of M&Ms.
Yeah, and like I said, Vegas is great, but if you're just a normal working person, it's extortionate, you know.
Yeah, and we didn't indulge too much. Like no cocaine, no strip clubs. Like 2-3 beers a day. Yeah, we were dull as fuck.
Yeah,
and it still cost fucking loads.
Yeah, very little gambling.
Yeah,
and it still cost a fortune.
But no,
it was really good. It was really good. A great experience, and but I think like moving it around, especially even CGI, I'd be buzzing if they moved that around.
Yeah,
even for even at the next one they move it to like a different part of America.
Yeah,
like that'd be cool. So then if we go out again, it's like seeing a different part of America. You know.
Yeah, how good was the Sphere, mate?
Oh, the Sphere was ridiculous. Yeah. I'm a Chasing Status fan now.
Yeah, mate. It was it reminded me when I went to the pyramids, like in the sense that you see it and you're like, oh, that looks pretty big and cool. But when you get it, you're like, fuck, it's so much bigger and so much more grand than I realised.
Mate, it was outrageously good.
Yeah,
you know, it was outrageously good. Like when you think of when I show people a video of it, it doesn't even do anywhere near enough justice to what it actually is. Like I couldn't explain like those like little mechanical butterfly things that were like just floating around the air, and I was so confused by it. I was like, how are they just floating around? But yeah, it was amazing, mate. Like anyone who goes to Vegas has got to go to the Sphere. It is like the best thing in Vegas. No matter what you watch, I'd have went and watched fucking Wizard of Oz, mate, if Tomorrowland wasn't on.
Mate, you say that though. I watched some of the videos of it, just some clips of Wizard of Oz.
I bet it's amazing.
Yeah, mate. Well, the Sphere, obviously, our experience, it was mostly about the music and like the display. Obviously, there was the butterflies, but it's obviously 4D. So the Wizard of Oz one, they were spraying them with water and stuff. And mate, there's a scene where they like shake an apple tree or something.
Right.
I don't really know the story too well, but they shake an apple tree. So on the screen in the Sphere, they got this massive apple tree and they're shaking it, and they dropped all of these fucking foam apples out of the ceiling onto people. It rained down all these like actual apples, mate. So that's the experience there. It's incredible.
It is crazy. It feels like a future.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It feels like you're like peering into the future a little bit. It feels like fucking Star Trek, mate.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. And I think the highlight though for me, mate, was the VR experience. And seeing you scared to walk across a roof that was actually on a floor.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But that was really good fun. Yeah. What was it called again? VR latency or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know, mate. It was
really good.
Yeah.
Basically, it was a big VR room. And I don't know if we have this in UK, but it's a big VR room, and then you just had like a zombie game, but you had to like walk out onto a ledge and around the corner, and it feels like you're actually walking out onto a fucking ledge, and shit my pants. And then when the zombies come, it is class. Yeah, we spent way too much money on that.
Yeah, it was worth it though, mate. You know, I mean, obviously CGI was amazing, the Sphere was amazing, but I think when we did the VR, that was the thing that we walked out of like most excited about.
It's so good, wasn't it? Imagine having one of them at home. Be sick.
Yeah, mate, that's the new home cinema, I think. VR room.
Yeah, it's really good. It was really good. But yeah, no, the experience all in all was amazing, and I think like, I think if they continue to push jiu-jitsu like that, it's going to only go one way. The only thing is with UFC coming, I feel like it's going to be a shift in the tide. Personally, I think they'll just start snapping up more and more athletes now because of the weight divisions, and then it'll be like the regular UFC for jiu-jitsu. But we'll see.
Yeah, it'd be interesting, man. I think like the UFC at the moment, you've obviously got a few like big names in there, but I watched the one recently, and like for the most part, I think I just skipped through, and there was Andy Varela, there was obviously Mikey in the final, or in the main event. But other than that, it was a bit, I don't know who these people are. You know what I mean? And
that's what I mean. I think they'll just start snapping them up. Like Mason Fowler was talking about it the other day. Like he's been in jiu-jitsu for so long, he's out no money, and then finally he's got a contract where he's going to guarantee to earn a certain amount of money.
Yeah,
and he's like, I'm not going to mess this up for anything. And I think that's what will happen is they'll end up signing these guys on half decent contracts, and then they'll want to protect that. Yeah. And I don't blame them though. I don't blame them because like even you look at like CGI, it's great, but most people only walked away with 10 grand, which is still not bad money. Don't get me wrong, but 10 grand compared to like what they're probably getting at UFC, it's huge, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what the money's like, mate. Because even like the MMA guys, I know like when they're low level in the rankings, like they're not earning a huge amount, mate. You're talking, I don't know what it is these days, but per fight, it's not going to be more than probably, I know back in the day, like even Nate Diaz was on like, I think like something ridiculous, like 7-7. So 7 show and then 7 win. You know what I mean? And that's the MMA guy. So I wouldn't be surprised, mate, if like with a lot of sport, I guess, it's just the nature
even
of the beast.
Even if they pay him like 10 grand a fight, but they're able to fight 6 to 10 times a year.
They won't fight that often though, I don't think,
will they? No, they are.
Are they?
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're like making sure that they're super active.
Okay.
So each show they're going to try and get like a couple of weight divisions done because they can rack them in, can't they?
Like, I guess, but as the roster grows though, like there's only so many people you can fit on a show.
Yeah, but I'm on about at the moment. That's what they've promised them. I know Mason was talking about that. That he's going to be, he'll be pretty active now for the next year, say. But even if he's getting 10 grand, he's getting 100 grand this year, which is fucking huge for a jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah. And I guess, as always, mate, one of the biggest earners is going to be like instructionals and seminars. It's not going to do that any harm, is it?
No, exactly. Yeah, they just get more exposure.
Yeah.
You look at, like you said, like I said about getting Andy Varela on a little while ago, and you didn't want too sure who he was. Now you watch UFC, and you're like, oh yeah, I know who he is. Yeah. So it gives them that immediate exposure to people that people didn't know who they were before.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is good. But it's just going to change, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's just going to change.
I like that it's on YouTube at the moment as well. That's cool. I mean, that will probably change at some point, but it's nice just to be able to hop on there and watch it for free.
Yeah, I think it will change once it gets bigger.
Yeah,
they'll just do the PPVs.
Yeah, but it's good. I mean, this is where they've obviously followed like Craig's thinking, where it's like let people see it, and obviously with the UFC being quite a big channel as well, they will get some ad revenue. You know what I mean? So, and you'll still get sponsors, like actually like UFC endorsed sponsors that they'll put on the show. So, they'll still make money from it. They'll probably still cover their costs, especially because they've got the Apex and not actually hiring a venue.
Yeah, and as well, they're just going to grow it, aren't they? They're just going to grow the sport. Like Dana loves jiu-jitsu. Like most people who do jiu-jitsu love it.
Yeah.
So
well, I think that's
plenty of people that would do it. It's just
I think like jiu-jitsu was what got him and the Fertitas into like the whole thing in the first place, wasn't it? I think. And apparently, I don't know if this is true. Someone can correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure I heard Dana say once that they had a clause in their contract, the Fajita brothers, that if they couldn't agree on something, they'd have a jiu-jitsu match, and whoever won got like the final decision.
No,
I'm sure that's a thing.
That's sick.
So yeah, so they're obviously big fans. So it's cool to see them pushing it.
No, that is really good.
Yeah. How's your training been since you've been back?
Yeah, I've been smashing it, mate. I got ill for a week, but other than that, training daily. Yeah, on the grind.
A little bit more than me then, yeah?
Yeah, well, you never train, mate.
I know, mate. I've been busy, though. I'll be back.
Yeah. Nah, it's same old for me, mate. I'm just, just working on guard passing, guard retention, and pins. That's it. I think speaking to all these people all the time and listening to what they say, I think jiu-jitsu is obviously super complex, but you can also just make it really simple. And I think if you get really good at guard retention, guard passing, and pinning, most of the rest of it is fucking irrelevant. Yeah. So I just work on those things pretty much every day. Just put myself, sit on my ass, work on my guard.
Yeah.
And then just work on my passing.
Yeah. What's your approach to training been recently? You gone full eco, or you drilling? What you doing?
Nah, so I'm well, we're leaning more towards eco, but like I said to you off air, it's not. I don't know if it's full eco. You know,
Yeah.
It's like it's eco with tips. You know what I mean? So I don't know if Greg would agree with that, but we seem to be enjoying it. Like basically, like just giving constraints all the time. So you're only allowed to do certain things, and we're only allowed to hunt for certain submissions, or only allowed to start from certain positions, and you know, this is an end point. And we're just working on those things over and over. It's again, I don't think there's a right or a wrong answer for jiu-jitsu and how to approach it and learn. And the only thing I'd say is that I enjoy it more, so that makes me want to train more, and that's probably the bottom line of it. Is the more I enjoy jiu-jitsu, the more I want to train, the fitter I get, the better I get. So that's all I ever feel. So maybe specific techniques from, you know, barambolos or some sort of like crab rides, or I don't know, some maybe leg entanglements or something that I'm not drilling regularly enough. I feel like I'm making up an actual positional dominance. So I don't know what's right or wrong, but that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I've kind of taken a similar approach to my coaching, I think, at the moment. I like kind of do eco, but I'm not good enough at it to be all in. But I said to you earlier that I was just like teaching technique last night, just covering a few bits, but still getting the guys to work in certain sort of like nuances and stuff. And they seem to enjoy it. They enjoy like the amount of like work that they're doing, and that they're straight into it pretty much.
Yeah.
But showing them a little detail with the technique, we're not like spending too long on it, but just a little something, and then put them back into like a scenario with that knowledge seems to be quite a nice blend, and I enjoy it as well.
Yeah,
so from a coaching standpoint,
I like to give people like when I'm teaching, I'll like to give people like, oh, we're going to start with this game, and then I just not demo it, but I'll show them, like I'll be like, oh, this is my thought process, and this is what I'm trying to achieve, rather than like do this. So I try and go, right, this is where my brain is at when I'm trying to pass their guard, or where I'm trying to retain my guard, and this is what I'm trying not to let them do. And then I'm like, go. And then at the end of like the 6 minutes, I'll do like 3 minutes, someone on top, someone on bottom, something like that, swap over. And then I'll be like, oh, like, what was you really struggling with? And then not like, again, I don't go through specific technique with them to stop that, but I try and get them to understand why something's happening. So if like someone's smashing them with a knee cut, like understanding like why they're able to pass you with a knee cut and what you're doing wrong to let them do that, and then working from that, so they understand like the concept as more than the actual technique, because I think that's way more important.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that's you know, even with the sort of techniques that I show, I frame it in a very similar way. Yeah. Whereas like, this works for me, but this is actually what I'm just trying to achieve. Like however you get there is fine. Like the other day we were doing arm triangle, and one of the guys like took his, I always keep my knee on the lap when I finish an arm triangle. And a guy like took his knee off and almost like circled around, almost like a weird like clock choke type thing. And he got the tap. So I was like, cool, man, it works, it's fine. But what you may find against a better guy is he'll bridge hard the other way, and he'll pop the arm. So maybe think about keeping the knee on, because that controls him a little bit better, you know. So like frame it in that way, and that seems to work quite well.
Yeah, I think like you just got to give, again with jiu-jitsu, everyone's body type and brain is different. So things that work for you don't work for me, and vice versa. And I think that's really important. I think you got to like express yourself. Like you got to find your own way of doing stuff. There's a correct technique, of course there is, but it doesn't work the same for everyone. And I think that's where Greg's eco stuff is like really fun as well. Like you can kind of play with what you're trying to do, and you can try and put them in positions to try and get the same outcome, but it'll be different for like 5 different people. It's quite funny. Yeah,
it's good, man. But I think the time factor is like a massive one. Like that's obviously been my issue recently. Obviously, like sort of leaning more into like self-employment at the moment, and kind of working on the on-demand like fitness stuff that I'm doing. Like the idea of going to the gym, like the round trip is like 45 minutes, and then like an hour and a half class, of which I'm maybe only working for like 30, 45 minutes, like getting a sweat on, where I could just hop out to the gym that I've got in my house, bash out a load of weights, and then some HIIT training on the assault bike or something. And I feel like I'm getting more like physical benefit from it. So I think for people and for me, if I can pop to a jiu-jitsu gym, get like even 45 minutes hard work in and then go, and I'm there on the mats for maybe 45 minutes, an hour, then that kind of suits me a lot better. So
yeah, no, I agree. And I think like if you, I don't know, for like 90% of people that go to a gym, like they want to get better, obviously, but they're there for a workout.
yeah,
Like people feel like your jiu-jitsu will get better if you get fitter. There's no way that someone who's fat and slow and can't move is going to be better than someone who's like fit and agile. It just doesn't work. Like you feel better in yourself, you know. So you always benefit from like higher intensity sessions. You know, obviously you got technique and things like that if people are really like technique based, but I think if they're trying to like retain people and trying to keep people motivated and going there, like one of the best things is fitness and being active in the sessions and trying to work through stuff. I know like my S&C like at the moment has gone pretty much out the window. I'm only probably doing maximum of 2 sessions a week of like lifting.
looking skinny, bro.
But I don't feel like my strength's gone down too much. Like even when I go back and do those sessions, I've lost a load of weight, but I'm not like not any weaker really.
Yeah,
like
but I think 2's all you need for maintenance.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah. So like, but sometimes I've not even been getting that in. Like sometimes, like some weeks I'll get 1 in, but because I'm doing so much jiu-jitsu, I'm basically only doing it to like bulletproof my shoulders and my and my joints more so than to actually get much stronger. But I feel like because my sessions during the day are pretty intense at the moment. Like we're doing like a lot of specific rounds, movement patterns, like things that will make us like sweat. Basically, I feel like I don't need to do too much in the gym outside, as in weights related. But if you're with someone who's doing like a load of technique and you're not able to get the rounds in, you're gonna have to hit the gym pretty hard. So it's like that trade-off, isn't it? You know, it's like, you know, you should still hit the gym, in my opinion. Like I'm doing myself a disservice, I think, by not hitting the gym like twice a week properly and like really giving it a good go. But you can, if the sessions are like intense enough, you can definitely get enough out of it to keep yourself in good shape. Yeah,
definitely, mate. But yeah, I spent years, like back when I was competing, like in my sort of like late 20s, early 30s, I spent years, like probably about 6-7 years when I was working in the old office job, I'd lift weights 3 times a week for half an hour. I'd do like a weighted circuit, and I had tons of energy back then. So I'd go up there and I'd just blast it, go like hard for 30 minutes, like basically a full body circuit, weighted, like full body, like upper body, lower body, a lot of body weight stuff, but also using weights as well. I did that 3 times a week, mate, for 30 minutes. And that's literally what I did for years. And I was in pretty good nick, mate. So you don't need a lot.
Well, I do that with my clients all the time. I do like a circuit, but with like 30 on, 30 off.
Yeah.
So they got to do like controlled reps, but not like they can, you know, their rep ranges for the first round will be like maybe like 15 reps. And then as they get more fatigued, it just drops. But that's fine, because as long as they're doing their maximum within the rep ranges, that's like what I focus on. But we can do like, instead of taking an hour in the session, we can do that in 30 minutes, 25 minutes, and you get the same workout out. You know, but it's even more intense, so it's probably better for you as well. So it's like spending hours in the gym is not needed anymore. No, it's not needed. It's ridiculous. The data doesn't support it. You know?
Yeah, I think it like depends, man. I think like depending obviously if you're bodybuilding, more is
we're
better.
talking jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, so. For sure, man. And I think likewise with jiu-jitsu as well, often it comes down to like your time. And this is obviously my issue at the moment, where I'm just so busy with stuff. I just haven't had the just to get into the gym. It's just a big chunk out of my day that I can't afford. And like going back to even how people learn jiu-jitsu, I think by drilling and all that stuff's fine. If like you've got time and you want to go in, you can chill out there for an hour, 2 hours, and you can tinker. And I do enjoy that when I'm time rich.
I like problem solving.
Yeah, just hanging around bumming around the gym, just being in the environment, just working through shit, fucking around. It's great. But when you're busy, mate, you need to be in and out, and that applies to both jiu-jitsu and the gym, I think. So
yeah, no, I completely agree.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I think like, I just feel that people need to, I don't know. I say to you all the time, like, about taking a bit of time for yourself, and it's hard, isn't it? But I think people need to, if they're feeling a bit low or a bit shit about the gym or about their jiu-jitsu even, like take the time out to be able to just an hour a day just to do it. You know, the world isn't going to end, or it's not going to stop. So I believe that you should just take that time to just, you know, work on yourself, give yourself an hour. It's hard with kids and work and how busy you are and whatever else you're doing, but I think it's important to just have an hour a day for yourself, or an hour and a half a day. Yeah,
no, you're right, man. And the thing is, I think like when you're kind of working on projects and on the desk and stuff, it's like I'm the sort of person that I get into something I don't want to stop, but sometimes like just working through, I'll end up like slowing down and I become less productive. I start procrastinating, start getting on the phone a little bit. And actually, I know I'm like so many people where I sometimes don't practice what I preach, but I know for a fact that if I got up and wanted to do some exercise, I'd re-energize myself, refocus, come back, and I'd be far more productive.
Yeah, I find like by me, I feel like you say I go jiu-jitsu for 2 hours during the day, like it'd be way more convenient for me to not do that. Of course it would, but for me, it's like, right, I've got the rest of the day to do whatever I need to do. You know, I'll get up early, I'll do what I need to do. I'll go jiu-jitsu for 2 hours. And those 2 hours are like my time, and everyone else can kind of get fucked, and I'll just enjoy it. But by the time then I'm like, had my dinner, it's 1 o'clock, say, and I'm like, all right, so now I need to like get back to work, and now I need to like focus on what I need to, because I've wasted 2 hours at jiu-jitsu from work, you know what I mean? So that's what I think. And again, it's different for me because I'm able to choose the times that I work. But you know, if you're able to do that, I'd say just prioritize it. You know, prioritize yourself a little bit. You know, because again, like not doing jiu-jitsu and not working on yourself, you end up getting fat, depressed, you feel like shit. You know, you just gotta work through that, and you'll feel better for it in the long run. And fuck what anyone else says. If your missus giving you a stick or whatever, just ignore it.
Just get divorced, mate.
Just fucking ignore it.
Or you could have a nice open conversation about it, but
I'll just do it.
Yeah, mate, it's all good. How long have we been going for? I've lost track.
Yeah, 5 minutes. It's good.
Yeah, decent. Why haven't we got any guests today, mate? What's going on?
Well, mate, every couple of weeks we're going to start doing our own, and me. So
yeah,
you're gonna listen to us a little bit more, talk about loads of different topics that we got planned. We're still going to have guests, obviously, and it's still going to be guest orientated. But I think we're getting a lot of questions asking about our own jiu-jitsu journeys and about us personally. So you'll hear our retarded insights into jiu-jitsu and our, you know, fitness and health advice as well.
Yeah, man. And I think as well, you know, it's great talking to different athletes and jiu-jitsu people, but you know, we're both very experienced, very qualified, you know, sort of fitness coaches, strength coaches, S&C coaches, whatever you want to call us, PTs. And we want to start providing a bit more value as well, and talking about, you know, sort of stuff that people can apply and use to improve their jiu-jitsu, keep them on the mats longer, avoid injuries. So we'll definitely won't just be chatting shit. We'll weave in a little bit of helpful information as well, talking about different topics. So yeah, it should be good. But I think we're going to, probably get this one out, and then we'll look at getting a guest on. We'll probably alternate. So yeah, probably we've got a couple of people we're chatting to. We'll get them on probably soon. And then, yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, nice. All right.
All right,
until next time.
All right. See ya.